pertaining to item 3B. Okay. Moving on to, and again, I'm kind of switching around a little bit, but I'm going on to item 4A, consideration and action to approve the 2018 audit. Council?
I make a motion to approve.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any citizens' comments about the audit presentation that we have? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If you come to, if any citizen come to the podium, state your name. You'll have 2 minutes.
Okay. My name's Vic Wade. I live at 603 F Street in Floresville. But last year, when I saw the audit, it said, it was real clear, it said that there was problems with the audit that needed to be addressed, and we talked about it then, and the audit said that this needed to be looked at on a daily basis, and several times I asked about that and wanted to know if anybody was looking at it like on a daily basis. You know, something could have been done several years back about this, and now things are even worse. I'm wondering if it needs to be addressed. I did sit through the whole audit a couple of weeks ago, and when at the end of the audit, I talked to the auditors, and I asked him, I said, well, you know, when you get this, in this bad a financial situation, what happens? He said, well, the bonds will be fine, but it's going to be the city employees that get affected. I'm wondering if the city employees need to be notified about the situation. I think they need to be notified, and doesn't there need to be a committee or somebody to look into what the situation is and find out where the problems are coming from? You know, if you're a citizen that owns property here, everybody should be very concerned about this. The citizens.
Thank you, Mr. Wade. I'm sorry that you're 2 minutes are up. And council, any citizens' comments, I encourage you to listen very closely. Any other citizens' comments pertaining to the audit report? Thank you. Moving on to, I have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the 2018 audit. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed? It's 12-0. Thank you. Thank you very much to the audit team. Okay, now we're going right back up to item 3E, City Manager's Report pertaining to the downtown parking lot project and the city auction update.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I believe, are you purposely moving over item 3D?
I didn't mean to, but we can go ahead and go to item 3D.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so Mayor and City Council, in your possession at your desk, by charter, I have to present a proposed budget for 2019-2020. So you have it there. On the top of it is a letter from me that you can review it. We're asking for, later on in the evening, we're asking for a budget meeting that we'll have on Tuesday. This is not a balanced budget. We still have some other things we need to address. Of course, as you heard from the auditors, revenue is an issue that we need to be able to address. So we have a deficit of $249,000. That is not all in 1 year. That's accumulation of, I believe, from last year 104 and this year 250. And so we're going to be looking for, staff has some suggestions in my letter, and we'll be looking for to see where you want to be able to cut or raise fees, revenue, service charges so that we can address this issue. So we have that budget. If I can move on to item 3E, Mayor?
Yes.
Okay, item 3E, I believe my report was in your packages. As you can remind you that the FEDC transferred $227,000 in reference to that parking lot. All the water staff has completed their stuff and actually moved on and completed the information and all those repairs they had to make behind the movie theater. They are probably about another 2 weeks, at the most 3, they should be finished with the parking lot on B Street side, and then they're moving to the one on the other side, behind the movie theater.
I'm sorry, when did you say that one is expected to be completed?
The one that's in the next 2 weeks for the one on the B Street side. And I think most of the news has been out there taking pictures, and it rained the other day, so we're having a little issue slowing down, but it's getting to be pretty and black. And then they're going to start on the other side, which is over there behind the movie theater, and then complete that process as well. Because this is such a new project, and we need to get some goodwill, and we partnered with EDC, and I want to thank them. I know there's some EDC members here, that we were hoping that we could have some type of ribbon cutting ceremony in August when both are done. So we're hoping that we can do that sometime in August, if you all are amenable to doing that. And I know they'll have their new EDC director on board at that time, so we can schedule something, but just food for thought as you're putting your calendars together. The city auction, I provided you, we were really kind of happy, it was quite successful. There was a list that you all approved for us to get rid of some of those items to be auctioned off. We had the auction on Saturday, June 8th. The guys at the last minute asked to remove the chipper from the auction, so we did that, but everything else was on the auction block, so to speak. The chief of police says that he's going to take his vehicles that didn't sell to auction, that he'll be doing that. And the remaining of those items are in storage. We sold those things that you see listed. The items sold for a total of $25,905.
And could you let everyone know where that money goes to?
Well, it just goes to the general fund for additional revenue. So we have received it. Everything has been paid for. We have received the $25,905. I did receive a letter today, Mayor. I think you provided that with someone who had some concerns about that. Staff did not. I did not run that auction. Actually, Eli, what's Eli's last name? Torres. Eli Torres ran that auction. He set the prices for the bidding. He accepted the bids and brought them over. In that paperwork, it did say that we would be letting you know on Tuesday, in the business date. I know the city secretary did that. We noted everybody who won. I did provide you with a list. I didn't know that you all needed, well, who got what, who shot John, but I did provide a list of all the items that were sold, what they were sold for. Eli Torres actually set a minimum bid that they actually set for it, but I think he had some issues with how it was conducted.
Well, and I have one too, and this doesn't pertain to the auction or the downtown, so stop me if I'm correct, if I'm wrong on this, but we purchased a bucket truck. What are we doing with it?
The bucket truck that we purchased from Phelps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we have to put up banners, now we can use it for banners, and we actually use it for tree trimming as well. And we are blessed that our parks supervisor actually used to work for Phelps, and he can drive and certified to operate that. So we use it sometimes to trim trees and to actually put up some banners that we have and to take them down. That's what we're using it for.
Okay.
My question was, when are you going to have another auction for the remainder of the...
I don't know when we want to have another one. If you all have a suggestion, you want to try it again and put it in the newspaper or do it a different way this time.
For the remainder of the items?
Yes, sir, we could do that if you like.
Or if you need
We may have to lower some of those minimum bids, but we do have another couple of trucks and some other things that's left. The police department, I think he said next month they're going to the police auction. They wanted to use the auction first, but they didn't sell, so they're sending it to the police auction. So if you would like to do that, I can put together some dates. We can do another silent auction, run another simple ad in the newspaper so we can see if that would consensus you all like to do, to have a secondary last kind of auction. I got lots of chairs. We can make looking at some chairs. We can have all the chairs. Would you like to do that, Mayor, as a consensus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll put that on the calendar, and we'll come back with some more dates. Maybe, have a fire sale, Christmas sale in July.
And can you go ahead and take Eli's concerns about?
I will share this letter that I received today with Eli in reference to concerns, and maybe I'll attend the next time auction so we can make sure that people feel it's more equitable. But just for the record, if I may, Mayor, the gentleman, Bariatric Services, that actually had a concern, he purchased the lion's share of the items that we sold. So I believe he did get everything except for maybe 2 items that he requested.
Any other questions or comments to Mrs. Turner? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You may want to stay there, because looking on this, the next item is 4B, consideration and action to approve the 2019 budget workshop calendar.
Yes, and so in looking at how we did it last year, it was like a lot of meetings, and so we're hoping that we can streamline it to have some effective meetings on Tuesdays. Last year we did it Tuesday and Thursday, and we had city council meetings. So we still need to have our city council meetings on Thursdays, but what we're hoping to do is to have our budget meetings on Tuesdays, starting after July 4th. So the first meeting would be on July 9th.
Madam Mayor, I'm gonna go ahead and approve it.
Thank you.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any citizens' comments pertaining to the budget workshop? If not, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Okay. And moving on to item 4D, consideration action to grant permission for staff to submit the Karnes-Wilson County's multi-jurisdictional FEMA hazard mitigation action plan to the Texas Department of Emergency Management and to the Federal Emergency Management Agency for their final review.
Madam Mayor, I'll go ahead and move to approve.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
A second.
Seconded by Ms. Jimenez? Yes. Okay. Any citizens' comments? Okay. If not, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience with us this evening. I know it's been a 2-hour and 45-minute long meeting. Thank you so much, and with no further business on the agenda, this meeting is now concluded at 8:45.